we are having that discussion, and today is the fourth session. ఈరోజు ఇంకొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ చూద్దాం where that can help you to get some good understanding of the subject as well as the practice sessions. Okay, I will share the screen. Yeah, so let me see this question. This is on Mughals. With reference to the Mughal India, what is or the differences or difference between Jagirdar and Jamindar? First point, Jagirdars were holders of land assignments in lieu of official and police duties, whereas Jamindars were holders of revenue rights without obligation to perform any duty other than the revenue collection. Land assignments to Jagirdars were hereditary and revenue rights of Jamindars were not hereditary. Okay, see, Jagirdars were part of the Mansabdari system. No, technically Jagirdars were not in charge of police or judicial duties. It was Mansabdars who were in charge of anything that is related to arm. In fact, Jagirdars do not also ensure any of the police duties because they will not have any force with them. Jagirdars are for the revenue collection purpose. So obviously the statement 1 is wrong, whereas Mansabdars have a military or police function, mainly military function, but they are also important. We can also call them as police duties. Then land assignments to Jagirdars were hereditary and revenue rights of Jamindars were not hereditary, the other way around. In fact, Irfan Habib, the agrarian system of Mughal India, or Satish Chandra's writings on Jagirdari crisis in medieval India, everything says Jagirs are transferable technically. So Jagirdars are not hereditary, they are officials, whereas Jamindars are generally hereditary. Okay, so obviously the answer is neither 1 nor 2. The second one, in the revenue administration of Delhi Sultanate, the in charge of revenue collection was known as Amil. The Ikta system of Delhi Sultans was an ancient indigenous institution. No, Ikta system was an importation from Central Asian administrative system. అంటే మధ్య ఆసియాలోని పరిపాలన నుంచి టర్క్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు తీసుకొచ్చారు ఇక్తా సిస్టమ్ని. అదేవిధంగా లేటర్ ఈవెన్ మన్సబ్దారీ సిస్టమ్ వాజ్ ఆల్సో ఫ్రమ్ సెంట్రల్ ఏషియా, బార్బర్ తీసుకొచ్చాడు. సో రెండోది కరెక్ట్ కాదు. ద ఆఫీస్ ఆఫ్ ది మీర్ బక్షి కేమ్ ఇన్ టు ఎగ్జిస్టెన్స్ డ్యూరింగ్ ద రీన్ ఆఫ్ ఖల్జీ సుల్తాన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఢిల్లీ. నో, మీర్ బక్షి ఈజ్ ద హెడ్ ఆఫ్ మన్సబ్దార్ అనమాట. మన్సబ్దార్లకి అధిపతి మీర్ బక్షి. మొఘల్ పీరియడ్లో ఈ పోస్ట్ వచ్చింది. సో ఆన్సర్ 1 ఈజ్ కరెక్ట్. అమీల్స్ అండ్ పటేల్స్, దే ఆర్ ద ఢిల్లీ సుల్తనత్ ఆఫీసర్స్. 1 ఈజ్ కరెక్ట్. దెన్ 2 ఈజ్ రాంగ్ and 3 is wrong. Okay, now obviously 1 only here. The answer is 1 only. Then మూడో క్వశ్చన్, consider the following statements about the Charter Act of 1813. It ended the monopoly of East India Company in India except for trade in tea and trade with China. Very much correct. It asserted the sovereignty of British Crown over the Indian territories held by the company. Not correct. అదేవిధంగా the revenue of India were now controlled by the British Parliament. Yes, there was a supervision. So the choices which are correct here is actually, here see, instead of 1, 2, 3, the typing was error by my office. They have put as 4, 5, 6, right? But it should be 1, 2, 3. So indulo edi correct anukunnam manam. Only 1 is correct, right? It ended then. 3 is correct, right? So obviously 1 and 3, answer for this will be 3, because please make a note, 4, 5, 6 కాదు, ఇది 1, 2, 3 అని ఉండాలి స్టేట్మెంట్స్. నెక్స్ట్ నాలుగోది, విత్ రిఫరెన్స్ టు ద స్వదేశీ మూమెంట్ కన్సిడర్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ స్టేట్మెంట్. స్వదేశీ ఉద్యమానికి సంబంధించిన క్రింది వాటిని పరిశీలిద్దాం. ఇట్ కాంట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ టు ద రివైవల్ ఆఫ్ ఇండిజినస్ ఆర్ట్స్ అండ్ క్రాఫ్ట్స్ అండ్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్. వెరీ మచ్. ఇంకో ప్రశ్న కూడా చాలా పాపులరు. బెంగాల్ కెమికల్స్, పీసీ రే, పృథ్వీ చంద్ర రే స్థాపించినటువంటి బెంగాల్ కెమికల్స్ బాగా సక్సెస్ఫుల్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ అయింది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ The National Council of Education was established as part of the Swadeshi movement. Okay. Yes, Aurobindo Ghosh is actually the president of this. This is also correct. So both 1 and 2 are correct for this. Then the next important aspect is movement organization, which is correctly matched. Self-respect movement, Emi Ramaswamy Nekiyar, yes, he is the second and most important generation leader of the self-respect movement. Then All India Kisan Sabha, Swami Shahajanand Saraswati is correct. All Mahatma Gandhi is also correct. So answer ఏంటంటే 1, 2, 3. Next here, Sogura is not a Harappan site. Chanudaro, Kodlisi, then Desalpur, but Sogura is not Harappan. In fact, Sogura ఎందుకంటే సోగురా ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్ మౌర్యులకు సంబంధించిన సైట్ ఇది. ఇక్కడ ఈ క్షామ నివారణ చర్యలు అంటే చంద్రగుప్త మౌర్యుడు తీసుకున్నటువంటి ఫ్యామిన్ రిలీఫ్ మెజర్స్ గురించి ప్రస్తావన కనిపిస్తుంది. సో ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ సి ఫర్ దిస్. ఆరో దానికి సి, మిగతావన్నీ హరప్పా నగరాలే. నెక్స్ట్ 7, this is a Ranyo Ashoka mentioned along with the stone portrait of Ashoka. It's a very interesting question actually. If you see, ఇందులో the issue is Shabasgiri inscription has this kind of depiction. Then next question ఏంటంటే consider the following. Deification of the Buddha అంటే బుద్ధుని దేవుడిగా చూడడం. రెండోది ట్రెడింగ్ ద పాత్ ఆఫ్ బోధిసత్వ. ఇది 2-3 సెషన్స్ 2 సెషన్ 3లో కూడా బోధిసత్వ మీద క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చాయి. సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్లో రెగ్యులర్గా ఇవి వస్తున్నాయి. రిలిజియన్ అండ్ ఫిలాసఫీ, ఐ హ్యావ్ బీన్ టెలింగ్ యూ. దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో కరెక్ట్. Image worship and rituals, of course, it started with Mahayana Buddhism. So answers 1, 2 and 3 are correct. 9వ ప్రశ్న. With reference to the forced labor that is visited in India during the Guptan period, which of the following statements are correct? 1, it was considered as a source of income to the state, a sort of tax paid by the people. No, it is Ramadanam. It's a physical labor work, which is forced labor. It has nothing to do with the tax or pannulu. Next, it was totally absent in Madhya Pradesh and the Kathiawar regions of the Guptan Empire. The forced laborer was entitled for weekly wages. The eldest son of the laborer was sent as a forced laborer. Okay, now what is the question? With reference to the forced labor, which one of the following statement is correct? Okay, then it is considered a source of income is wrong. It was totally absent in Madhya Pradesh and Kathiawar regions of Guptan Empire. That is fine. The forced laborer was entitled to weekly wages. Absolutely, it is it is mentioned, but there is absolutely no evidence that it has been regularly paid. The eldest son of the laborer was sent as forced laborer. There are 2 points here. This question has to be slightly rephrased. The eldest son of the laborer was sent as a forced laborer. This is correct. And there is a feeling that Madhya Pradesh and Kathiawar regions of the Guptan Empire. See, Madhya Pradesh and Kathiawar regions are the main territories of the Guptan Empire. So obviously forced labor akkada undakunda undadu. So that is also not correct. So the answer is D. The eldest son of the laborer was sent as a forced laborer. That is correct. Then Kalyana Mandapa was a notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of Chalukyas, Chandela, Rashtrakuta and Vijayanagara. Vijayanagara Kalyana Mandapa, in fact second Mandapa, because of the very important aspect of Devadasis. Vijayanagara కాలంలో already మండపాలు చోళా నుంచి ఉన్నాయి. Separate Kalyana Mandapa was constructed from the Vijayanagara period. So this is how you need to understand today's questions, friends. Obviously ఇది 4వ సెషన్ మనకి. రోజుకి 10 క్వశ్చన్లు. We have done 40 most important questions. సో ఐ సజెస్ట్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ లైక్ దిస్ ఎవ్రీడే. ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్లో కూడా కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ తీసుకుచేస్తే వీటిలోంచి మీకు కొంత కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వస్తుంది. అదేవిధంగా వీటిలోంచి ప్రశ్నలు సబ్ క్వశ్చన్స్, అవే క్వశ్చన్స్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫామ్లో రిపీట్ అవ్వచ్చు లేదా సబ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ రావచ్చు. గ్రూప్ 1 ప్రిలిమినరీలో కూడా ఇవి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్, విస్టీ ఇటువంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్నీ. సో ఇది అయ్యాక we will take 10 expected questions from each of the chapter and continue the practice sessions. Okay, thanks for joining me. If anybody is interested in getting these bits, you please call my office on this number, and you can come and collect the PDFs, okay, for this. Thank you. And Sunday, tomorrow is Sunday. Generally every day we are doing, but Sundays we are not present. Normal days you can take and call for this handouts. Okay, Sunday one or two faculty are there in the institute, but anyway, to take the PDFs always better to come on Monday to Saturday. Okay, thank you.